274 yards on the night. He needs only 5 yards to break 3,000 in his career. He needed 179 coming into this game to break the 3,000-yard barrier. He's going to do it, I do believe. William Dishman this year has rushed over 100 yards in every game. The first game against Greenham County, 20 carries, 115 yards. The second game against Henry Clay, 25 carries, 278 yards. Third game, Boone County, 19 carries, 155. Corbin, 25 and 149. Shelby County, 23 carries and 119 yards. Laurel County, 23 carries and 112 yards. Very consistent. Nobody's been able to stop him. He scored 5 touchdowns. He's thrown for a touchdown pass this year, and he's returned an interception, 98 yards for a touchdown. So William Dishman has done it all for Bryant Station. A blue chip prospect, all-state candidate. And as we head into the fourth quarter, he's been the big difference in this game. Billy Martin back to pass. Brooks has got him. Craig Brooks untouched. Throws Billy Martin for a 10-yard loss all the way back to the 40. And Craig Brooks, nobody laid a hand on him. Martin never saw him. And that'll make it second down and 20 yards to go for Lafayette as Bryan Station continues to pour it on.
Well, he just didn't have a chance that time. No one, as you say there, Dick, no one laid a hand on him. Now you've got 9 points. That's 2 touchdowns. Lafayette's going to have to score 2 touchdowns to beat him. The way this Bryan Station defense is playing, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Or a touchdown and a field goal stand will do it.
Well, that's right, but they've got to score twice, and so far they haven't scored once yet.
Johnny Robinson up the middle into the Bryan Station secondary, eluding people. And Johnny Robinson still on his feet. He's brought down to the 35.
Great run, misdirection by Johnny Robinson as he ran away from the Bryan Station linebackers and got a good gain.
25 yards on the carry by Johnny Robinson, who's replacing Antoine George, who is not playing tonight. A 25-yard run, and he got it right off Andy Beshaw, number 58, the center. So Lafayette, as I mentioned, will not go down easy here. 1st and 10. And there's a flag on the play. It could be holding.
It may, Dick, as that was thrown towards the line, and that's always a tough place, and I believe that's what they're going to stick them with.
I believe it's illegal motion against Lafayette. Somebody may have moved a bit too early. Lafayette can ill afford those kind of mistakes at this point in the game. Lafayette partisans on their feet. They have been on their feet for a majority of this game. Very enthusiastic tonight. They sense something very big happening here. Under 11 minutes, 21-12. 1st and 15, Lafayette. A fumble. Lafayette gets it back at the 40. But once again, mistakes plaguing Lafayette.
And McDowell was one of the, rather that's Brian Davis was one of the first defenders to hit him. He just stood him up, and Cook had no place to go. Well, they're going to have to score, Lafayette, and they're going to have to score pretty soon because the time is going to get within 9 minutes. And the way Bryan Station can control the football on offense, it's imperative now that Lafayette gets something on the board rather quickly.
2nd down and 15 with 10 minutes to play. Martin back to pass once again. Oh, Marcus Hales out of, just had him in his hands and he dropped it. Wide open at around the 30-yard line. Good pass by Martin. Marcus Hill just couldn't bring it in.
Well, it would have been about third down and about 7, even if he caught it, providing, of course, Bryan Station would have knocked it down at that play. But he had his hands on, probably should have brought the ball down.
Lafayette has passed a lot more than they're accustomed to doing here. They got Jeff Neal in the game. Number 88 as a wideout, along flanked by Vic Johnson on the far side of the field. Another passing down. Here comes Martin. And he's going deep. Vic Johnson's got a step. He's got it. Vic Johnson, what a play. Billy Martin hit him right in the numbers. 35-yard touchdown pass from Billy Martin to Vic Johnson. And we got a game once again. 21-18 as Lafayette's big play man for the past 3 years. Vic Johnson does it again. He had 2 men on him, but Billy Martin laid it right in his hands. Vic Johnson got a step, and it was good concentration all the way. 21-18 now in favor of Bryant Station. This Lafayette team will not die.
What a pass by Martin, Dick, and it looks like it's the Dishman and Johnson show tonight.
Stan, we've seen these 2 young men since junior high school. Both have been standouts ever since they stepped on a football field in high school. William Dishman and Vic Johnson have both been 3-year starters. Vic Johnson, one of the fastest football players, if not the fastest football player in the state, a leading contender this year for the 100-meter title in track and the 200-meter title. He's a member as a sophomore on a state record-setting 4x100-meter relay team. 4.4 speed in the 40, and he has pulled off 2 big plays in this game. Earlier we saw him take it 56 yards for a touchdown, and that time a 45-yard touchdown pass from Billy Martin, and they got Tim Chesney in for the extra point to decrease the lead to 21-19. Plenty of time still remaining, 9:47. Chesney, and it splits the uprights, 21-19, so they're within a field goal of overtaking Bryant Station. But Stan, when you got a guy like Vic Johnson on your team, anywhere on the field is scoring range. He can do it so many ways. And he's proven it here tonight. He went out as a flanker, caught a pass, ran one from the halfback position. And if you're not careful, Vic Johnson can throw the football a long way. He was a quarterback in junior high. He can even throw the football.
Well, he's a quality athlete. I'll tell you what, Dick, Bryant Station had excellent defense there. And Martin just threaded that zone defense and put the football right up, and Johnson just climbed over everybody and showed his athletic skill and took it in. What a play. That was a long play, and that got Lafayette right in this football game. They needed that one very badly.
That's for sure. Stan Lovett said it. They needed to score quickly, and they did. 21-19.
Now the question is, Dick, they have to stop Bryant Station and keep them from scoring.
Bryant Station, Stan, has to feel a bit uneasy. They've dominated this game from the very outset, yet they're only on top of 2, thanks to 2 big plays by Lafayette. They only have 1 first down in this game. This is Tim Dunn. Tim Dunn looking for running room. And he's finding not much, but he does get it out to the 30, about the 33, where he's brought down by a host of Lafayette Generals on the play.
Mike Blevins was the first one to hit him, number 21, in on their kicking team for Lafayette. 9 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. And Bryant Station, I know, would like to run a little clock here and keep Lafayette bottled up as much as they could to keep them from getting their big play offense back in motion.
That's
Great
right.
Football game, Dick. Both these clubs are to be commended because they put it on the line tonight.
You're right. 21-19. Running out of the eye, they give it to Dishman, gaining a couple.
Lafayette gets very, very stingy. Good defense by Lafayette. They came up, met the charge very nicely, picked up a couple, but again, Lafayette would not be denied there as Dan Houlihan got up off the stack along with Ton Snyder.
Stan, it looks like this game could very well come down to the wire if Bryant Station cannot put together a sustained drive here. This is really going to test the middle of this team. On top by 2, dominating the whole way. They need to dominate just 1 more drive. Here comes Craig Brooks coming this way, cutting up the field. He's nailed hard at the 40.
Boy, I'm telling you what, looks like Andy Bischoff just really, really leveled him. Or is that Brian Sonka? The jerseys are almost obliterated. 59. Yeah, let's give it to let's stay with Bischoff. And boy, I mean, he met him, but he did pick up nice yardage. It's going to be 3rd down about 3 or 4, Dick.
3rd down and 4 for Bryant Station. This is a big down for them. They want to keep possession of the football. And I think everybody in this stadium knows who's going to get it. And that person will probably be William Dishman. And here he comes. And he's knocked shy.
I don't know, Dick. I believe he got it. I believe he's over there, just barely. I believe that second effort. We'll wait and see. He needed the line there on about the 45, and looks like, according to where the down lineman is over there, I believe he got it, but I don't know. He's going to be right on it.
It's going to be close. Steve Parker eyeing it very closely. This could really be pivotal. William Dishman running right for the marker. Everybody at R.L. Grider Stadium knew who was going to carry it. And it comes down to just where the officials mark the football. And we're going to have a good look at it here to see whether Dishman did get it.
I think he got it.
He got it easily by a yard. So William Dishman, with that carry, gives Bryant Station a big first down. They keep possession of the ball, and with that, about another minute and a half, 2 minutes off the clock.
Well, I thought he got to the hash mark, which had been on the 45-yard line. Looked like his foot got right there. They pulled it back a little bit, and then I didn't know whether he got it or not, but I thought initially he had it, and he did.
1st and 10, Bryant Station, under 8 minutes to play in the game. Craig Brooks right up the middle, and he's being finished off a host of generals after a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. Well, Bryant Station.
Dick Johnson gets off the stack. John Cox comes off the stack. Andy Bischoff comes off the stack. You could just about name the interior Lafayette line. But again, he ran some clock. It's taken 20 or 30 seconds, and each time he runs is that much in favor of Bryant Station.
2nd down and 9, Bryant Station, and this has been a very good high school football game. Lafayette has done it via the big play, while Bryant Station has just churned it out with sustained drives. They get it to William Dishman. Dishman across midfield. So that's the 47.
Big play Dishman, as he should have been trapped at the line of scrimmage. There was really not that much blocking by Bryant Station's right side that time. Lafayette blitzed a couple linebackers. Looked like Sonka and Houlihan came in and should have had him, really. But again, Dishman showed what a great athlete he was and picked up about 6 yards, making 3rd and 2. What a run by Dishman.
3rd down and 2, pick up 7. Dishman over the 3,000-yard mark in his career now, as he's over 190 yards. Only 6 minutes to play in this game. Lafayette has to hold him right here. They give it to Dishman, and Dishman gets it. Oh, yeah, it's going to be close.
I believe he's over again. It's going to be about the same spot as he did a moment ago, but I believe if they give it where he's placed right now, he's got the first down.
And I believe if he does get it, it's going to be second effort that got Dishman that first down. As once again, good hard running by Dishman, and the officials are going to measure once again. Well, William Dishman got the first down by the length of the football, the second consecutive close call by the defenders. They keep it once again with another big first down. 5 minutes and 37 seconds to play for Bryant Station. This is Tim Dunn up the middle for a gain of about a yard. So it has followed the same pattern that's happened the last 2 times. A 1-yard gain followed by William Dishman's hard running to get him the first down. And once again, that's what we have here. 2nd down and 9 for Bryant Station. If Bryant Station can hold on to this game, they will go into their October 31st date with Tate's Creek. And the winner, if they can win that game, they will go to the state playoffs. 5 minutes exactly remaining now. This is Dishman coming this way, spinning off, eluding tacklers, a gain to the 40, a gain of about 4, and will bring up another big 3rd down play, 3rd down and 5 for Bryant Station.
Mark Phillips and Jesse Bradford knocked him out as they ran away from the line that time. Lafayette playing about a 6-man line, daring Bryant Station to throw the football. Right now, Bryant Station does not want, of course, to put it up, as they're trying to run clock as well as control the line of scrimmage, and doing a good job of it.
They're doing a great job of it. Chris Heiler Brian Davis, Derek Thomas over here on the right side. That's where Dishman has got a lot of his success. Behind Derek Thomas over here at right tackle. Up the middle and nothing that time. Lafayette smells it out, and they will force, it looks like now, Bryant Station into a punting down. Big play Lafayette offense, it looks like, will get their hands on the ball one more time as Dunn goes back in punt formation. The dangerous Vic Johnson deep to return it.
Well, he'll try to boom this one just as far as he can.
And he's going for the sidelines. Not a good punt. And the officials are going to mark it out of bounds at the 30. I'm sure Steve Parker would have liked Dunn to kick it a little bit deeper. But now Lafayette, 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go, are at their own 30-yard line. Plenty of time with this big play offense that has worked well here tonight. And Stan, they got another special weapon over there in Tim Chesney. They do not have to score a touchdown to pull this game out. A field goal will do it.
Well, here's the thing about it, Dick. Bryant Station has to watch the long play. The big plays have killed them. They've stopped the short stuff, but the big plays.
And they give it to Cook, and Cook is stopped and right in his tracks, the line of scrimmage, no gain. Second down and 10, Lafayette, 4 minutes to play. The clock moving here at R.L. Grider Stadium.
Two big plays have killed or have hurt Bryant Station so far. You take those two away, and Bryant Station, of course, would be up comfortably. The two big Johnson, the pass to Johnson, then Johnson's big run. So if they can stop the long play here, then they've got a good shot at it.
But Lafayette did get those plays then, and they're in this game. 21-19, 3.5 minutes to play. Martin back again. Vic Johnson was open for a second. Moberly's chasing him. Martin running for his life, throwing downfield, and it could be, but there's pass interference. I do believe it's going to be called on Bryant Station, I believe. Number 23 back there, Aaron Coney was defending. Tim Dunn back there, but I believe it was Coney. And I believe it's going to be pass interference on Bryant Station. We'll have to wait and see. The officials talking it over. That's the call. First down, Lafayette. And the Bryant Station partisans, of course, do not like it. Steve Parker out on the field questioning the call. But Stan, there was a bump as the ball was being thrown. And I believe it was probably a pretty good call. So Lafayette with a break, getting it out to the 45. And Stan is, well, that wasn't right down to the wire, I do believe, here with 3 minutes and 26 seconds to play. Lafayette on the march. This has been, Stan, it is an outstanding high school football game. You couldn't have asked for any better.
Well, there again, 3 big breaks for Lafayette. They took advantage of the first two, and let's see if they can take advantage of these two, of this one.
This is Vic Johnson. He's met by Derek Thomas after a gain of about 4. Second down, facing the Generals now with 3 minutes to play.
Bobby Cheatham in there for Bryant Station, number 61. And he clogged up the middle pretty well. He and Derek Thomas, among others. So they're watching the clock rolling. Bryant Station, of course, hoping that clock rolls. And Lafayette wanting to control it, wanting to get down inside where they can maybe even kick a field goal or punch it on in.
Okay, here we go. Lafayette out of the power I. They give it to Johnny Robinson right up the middle. He gets down to about the 45. Good blocking by Andy Bischoff and Sonny Mills. They ran behind those two young men a couple of weeks ago against Tates Creek all night long, churning up big yardage. And now Lafayette, another first down inside Bryant Station territory. So Lafayette pulling out a last-minute drive here. They've not been able to move the football. According to my figures, that could be their second first down of this game, or maybe their third. Anyway, 2:20 to play. Here comes Lafayette. Martin back to pass. And it's picked off. Sterling Ward. And Sterling Ward with the play. And it is still Lafayette's fate here at Bryant Station. Sterling Ward picking off the pass, returning it down to the 30. And Bryant Station, Stan, I do believe, can claim district win number
and played it very well and picked it off. We got a flag, though.
Stan, I believe it could be a clip on the return by Sterling Ward, but it's irrelevant. I believe the game is, for all intents and purposes, over unless Bryant Station really does something bad here. They have the ball. It was a clip. 2 minutes, 6 seconds to play. And Bryant Station will have the football. But Lafayette was moving. Martin, it looked like, was going to Strombert. But Sterling Ward stepped in and picked off the biggest interception of his young high school career that could prove the difference for Bryant Station. They give it to who else? Dishman. He's nailed hard by Houlihan. Dan Houlihan with a great tackle on Dishman. Dishman looking to get over 200 yards in the game. Has about 193.
Well, that's a big play by Lafayette, but the more important thing is the clock is running with 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go. They have 2 more plays to run, and they can pretty well put it down about 30 seconds before they have to give it up. Of course, Lafayette may have another timeout or 2 left.
Second down and 11. 1:20 to play in the game. Brooks is just going to keep it, and he's met hard. Once again with the Lafayette people getting off the bottom of the stack. Snyder and Bischoff and Houlihan. Under a minute to play. And this is the biggest win. This will be the biggest win Bryant Station has had in a long, long time. Ever since the Mark Logan, Cornell Burbage team of about 4 years ago. Bryant Station has been on hard times, but this year it's been different as they will claim their second district game of the year.
Well, I believe they're going to draw Lafayette off sides. At least that's what Bryant Station thinks. Lafayette just trying to get in there and stop something before Bryant Station can get the football moving.
Well, Steve Parker has to feel very good over there. Stand on Bryant Station's side of the field. The coaching staff, he's worked very, very hard. A talented group of seniors he has playing for them. A lot of them have been starting since their sophomore years. They've gone through 2 consecutive 3-8 campaigns, but now 1 win away from the state playoffs. And from the opening outset of this game, they've totally dominated. This is Sterling Ward running to the far side of the field. And what may be the last play, Lafayette will call timeout with 15 seconds. Bryant Station took the opening drive, marched down the field against a very tough Lafayette defense stand, set the tone for this game, showed Lafayette they had come to play, that this year was going to be a little bit different, and they've done it. Well, 21 to 19.
They've got some superior athletes on this team. Derek Thomas, Antoine Slaughter, Sterling Ward, and of course William Dishman. I thought Craig Brooks came in and has done a very good job for Bryant Station in running this football team. He's been very steady all night.
I'd like to encourage the viewers to tune in next week. Henry Clay will take on Tates Craig out at Commodore Stadium. Encourage the viewers to stay tuned, and it looks like we'll also have the final night of the regular season, October 31st. We'll be covering Bryant Station Tates Creek this year because it looks like that will be the big game. It's Bryant Station. The fate is in their own hands now. Their own destiny will be determined on that night as they go to 2-0 in the district, 4-3 on the year. Michael Dunn back in punt formation. 15 seconds to play. Big Johnson back to return it. And he kicks it away from Johnson. Good play. Johnson. Let's see what they're going to call. And yes, Big Johnson touched it. Bryant Station recovers it. And a the jubilant Bryan Station defender bench. As the ball looked like it was going out of bounds, and it came back in. Poor McCutson. Then, to me, it didn't look like he touched it. The officials call it. And I believe it is a good call.
It's a good call. Johnson touched it and bounced around, and Bryant Station alertly picked it up, and it's their football game.
Vic Johnson pleading his case, 4 seconds remaining. I don't know. I think it is irrelevant. I don't think he touched it. Vic Johnson, I know, is very convinced of that. That's the game. The ball game is on.